The modern education system, hate it or love it, it does give out degrees, and those degrees can get you some pretty sick jobs. Now I know this doesn't apply to every single degree, but in this video I'm talking specifically about computer science. I graduated in the spring of 2021 and have been working for almost a year now, so I think I'm qualified to tell you that this degree is entirely worth it if you get through it. Trust me, the schooling is definitely the hardest part. Alright, so let's talk about the education. It sucks. There's no doubt about that. Even if you're a coding prodigy who wrote their own operating system at the tender age of 5 years old, the workload will most likely catch up to you and you will drown from time to time. That's university, baby. But it's not all that bad. I mean, it's like real life. There will be times where you're chilling, or you're gonna have those times where you're gonna lose sleep over some deadlines. That's just how it is. At least in the workforce, it didn't catch me by surprise because I was already used to those crazy long hours that I would sometimes have to put in. If you're currently going to school for computer science or thinking about it, I just want you to know that you have to really like the content or you will struggle a lot more. I'm not someone who thrives in the academic system, but because I already had a pretty big interest in the content itself, it's pretty much the only reason why I was able to get through it. Also, don't take the degree just for the money. You will regret it and you will hate yourself. Okay, enough about school. Let's talk about what comes after it. This is the good part. So I find that with a degree like computer science, your options are pretty open. If you have a certain interest, let's say IT security or front-end design, you'll most likely find a job in that field, or a job doing something along those lines. Or maybe you'll end up in a situation like me. When I applied for jobs, I really didn't have the required technical skills, but I did have a good solid foundation because of the degree itself. So after some pretty slick interviews, I was shocked to find that I had multiple offers and I had to pick between those offers. Luckily, I did pick the right one and I'm very happy with the job I'm with right now. I love what I do and I make pretty good money considering I just graduated a year ago. Now I'm not trying to flex, I'm just showing you what your life could be like with this degree. I was honestly afraid I was gonna get stuck with a job that I absolutely hated like most people who graduate university, but hell, I got pretty damn lucky I found this job on the first try. Alright, now let's talk about getting a job after school. I've also found that when it came to these jobs, it's not really about the grades or the technical skills, it's just more how you carry yourself. It's really about the mindset. And the reason I know this for a fact is because I actually asked my boss when I got hired. They didn't really care much about my experience, but it was more about my can-do attitude, and I was also pretty confident during the interview, so that does help. Pretty much if you're positive and you're confident and show that you are responsible, you're gold, my friend. So if you're willing to put in the work and have a growth mindset as opposed to a fixed mindset, you can excel in pretty much any job. Now I know not all companies hire like this, but honestly that should probably be a red flag to you. If all they care about are your grades and the numbers and nothing really about you as a person, you should probably look elsewhere. Because remember, in the end, you're a human, not a machine. Know your worth. Know your worth. Know your worth. I said know your worth, bitch.